Last night on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Let's see who got it right and in the fastest time, and it's Shannon McGee. Shannon breaks our fastest finger record by almost 2 seconds to boast a time of less than 1 second. Absolutely unbelievable. Congratulations. And the winner is Mark McDermott. Hey! I understand you two met via the personal ad.
Yes.
Did he live up to everything he said about himself in the ad?
Well, we're here, so now...
Gee, thanks.
Got it right. It was Antarctica. He's won $16,000. He's won $32,000. So here it is for $64,000. You're right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, join us from New York for night 36 of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. There you go, you made it. Thank you very much, everybody. Hello again, and welcome back for another evening of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. You know, we had quite a night last night. You just saw some of it. A 100-year-old grandmother, Nanny Rose, came here to root on her young grandson, Jason Block, from Brooklyn, New York, and what a character he was. But whatever she was eating, we all want some of that. She was just great. And then Daredevil Shannon McGee broke a world record with the fastest finger time of under 1 second. Really unbelievably fast. But tonight, more drama right from the start. Mark McDermott here from Park Forest, Illinois, here in the hot seat and just 4 questions away from winning $1 million, and that's how we'll start tonight's show. Last night, we learned how Mark met his wife, Barbara. Hi, Barbara. How you doing?
Hi, Regis. How are you?
Nice to have you here. Well, they met through a personal ad. He placed it. She answered it. Marriage.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, Mark. Nice to have you here. You've won, as you know, $64,000. You're 4 questions away from winning $1 million. The rules are quite simple. The more questions you get right, the more money you win. You've already reached the $32,000 level, so you're guaranteed to leave here with at least that much money. 2 more lifelines to help you. 50-50 is where the computer will take away 2 of the wrong answers, leaving 1 correct answer and, of course, 1 wrong answer. And you can phone a friend. We're our friends at AT&T. We'll help you call anyone, anywhere in America to see if they can help you out. So, Mark, if you are ready. Yes. Barbara, are you ready?
As ready as I'm going to be. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Barbara. Here we go. Let's go. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Okay, Mark, here it comes now for $125,000. In the Botticelli painting, The Birth of Venus, what is Venus standing on? Cloud, a shell, tapestry, pedestal.
I've seen the painting many times. I don't really notice what she's standing on, but finally your attention wanders away, and it is, in fact, a shell. B.
Well, quick recovery, a shell.
B.
Confident?
Yes, I am.
All right, fine. Final answer?
Final answer.
Just won $125,000. I thought for a minute there you said you didn't notice what she was standing on, but...
Well, there were other attractions in the painting.
All right, okay. Now, you should know in here that if you miss, you'll be reduced to $32,000.
Yes.
Right now, you would lose $93,000. But we're up to $250,000 and 3 questions away from winning $1 million. Can you believe this?
It'll sink in later.
Okay, all right. $250,000, here it is. Dry ice is the solid form of which gas? Nitrogen, carbon monoxide, hydrogen, carbon dioxide.
Well, my thinking is I'm pretty confident on this one. Pretty sure if you wouldn't want to be locked in a room full of solid carbon monoxide, so it would have to be carbon dioxide, D.
Okay, final answer?
I'll go with it, D. Final answer.
You did it again. You won $250,000. Wow, all right. 2 more questions for $1 million. 2 life lifelines left. Come on back and see how he does. Mark McDermott. Here it is, Mark. A $250,000 check. Your name on it, pal.
I like that.
You're doing very well. Absolutely. Look at this. What would you do with the money if you won?
Well, I'd like to travel, maybe see Florida, the Northwest, and of course we'll have to be dropping in on all our relatives.
Everything sounds great, but rethink about visiting the relatives.
Well,
Just kidding,
the
Mark.
ones I
just
had when I came in, they're locked in.
There'll be more later on.
I know that.
All right, Mark, and you had a dream about this too, didn't you, last night?
I was trying to make the $1 million question come to me in a dream, so I won't know until I see
Did
it.
anything come to you in the dream?
A couple.
All right, so you've won $250,000. Should you lose here, you'll lose $218,000. You understand that, but we're going for $500,000. 2 questions away from $1 million. Let's play. What ship is believed to have passed by the Titanic, ignoring her distress signals? Sirius, Californian, Carpathia, Anne McKim.
Didn't see the movie, but read a lot about it before then.
You have 2 lifelines left. You can call somebody, or you can have it reduced, the answers by 2.
I think I know. I want to take a 50-50.
Fine, no problem. Computer, please take away 2 of the wrong answers, leaving Mark 1 wrong answer and 1, of course, the correct one. Californian, Carpathia.
The answer is the Carpathia, C.
Just came to you.
That's the one I was thinking of.
Uh-huh, okay. Final answer?
That is my final answer.
Mark, it's the wrong answer. I'm sorry, it's Californian, the Californian. And, of course, you'd back down to $32,000. I'm stunned myself, but
Me too.
anyway, that's the game. I'm sorry, Mark, I really am.
I'm happy.
Okay. I couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. Mark. Yeah, we go out that way. All right, buddy. Oh, boy. That was a tough one. It's so difficult to watch that happen. You know, your heart just has to go out to Mark. It really, really does. The message came on our screen that the Carpathia was one of the ships that picked up the survivors. The Californian was the ship that was believed to have passed by, and that was the question. All right, right now we've got 10 new contestants ready to go. They've flown in from all over the country. Who are they tonight? Let's find out. And they are Dave Hine, Long Beach, California. Brett Fleischman, Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. John Farrelly, San Francisco, California. Matt Wichtarowicz, Pleasant Prairie, Wisconsin. Dennis Helt, Monarchy, Wisconsin. Jamie Broom, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Steve McGrath, Orlando, Florida. Charles Gramalia, Jacksonville, Florida. Kevin Connors, Hebron, Connecticut. Dave Mount, Toledo, Ohio. All right, contestants, congratulations on getting this far. Now, here's how it works. In a moment, a question and 4 answers will appear on your screens. The one who puts those answers in the correct order in the fastest time will be our next player. Audience, we need your complete silence here. Thank you very much. Here comes the question. Put the following Mel Brooks films in the order they were released, starting with the earliest. High Anxiety, Blazing Saddles, Spaceballs, The Producers. Okay, everybody, time's up. Let's see the answer in the correct order, starting with the earliest. And it was The Producers. Blazing Saddles, High Anxiety, Spaceballs. That's the correct order. Let's see who got it right. And in the fastest time, Kevin Connors. Kevin Connors, our man right here. Congratulations.
Thanks, Regis.
You ready to play?
I'm ready.
Ready to go for $1 million?
Absolutely.
Come on, let's do it.
All right.
Okay, good luck, Kevin.
Thanks, Regis.
Okay. All right, we have Kevin Connors in our hot seat right now from Connecticut.
Yes.
Hebron, huh?
Hebron, yep.
All right, fine. Where is that? Up in northern Connecticut?
Northeastern Connecticut, yep, just a little bit east of Hartford.
Very nice. And Janet, your wife is in the audience. Hi, Janet.
She sure is.
Hi, Regis.
Kevin, it's good to have you here. Congratulations on,
Thank you, Regis.
on reaching that hot seat. And if you're ready, the rules are quite simple. You know, you're just 15 questions away from winning $1 million. If you get to the $1,000 or the $32,000 level, you're guaranteed to walk away with at least that much money. You also know about your lifelines, 50-50. Ask the audience, where you can poll our studio audience to see what they think the answer is. And of course, phone a friend. If you're ready, why don't we get started? Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? All right, for $100, here it comes. What color are the cartoon characters in the Smurfs? Yellow, blue, pink, green.
The answer is B, blue.
You bet they're blue, and you're right for $100. For $200, according to a proverb, eating what fruit every day will keep the doctor away? A banana, apple, orange, lemon.
The answer is B, apple.
You're right, it's the apple. You won $200. For $300, in what fictional city did the 1989 movie Batman take place? Was it Metropolis, Anytown, USA, Gotham City, Palookaville?
The answer is C, Gotham City.
Batman in Gotham City. You're right, he lived in Gotham City. Good. We're going for $500 right now, right here. To email the U.S. President, what suffix should you add to the address President at White House? .gov, .com, .edu, .net.
The White House being part of the government, the answer would be A, .gov.
Right, of course, .gov for $500. Very good. Very nice. Now you all know how to email it. All right, for $1,000, check it out. Which feature is mentioned in the title of a Grammy-winning song by Kim Carnes? Mole, legs, lips, eyes.
Those were Betty Davis's beautiful eyes. D, eyes.
Well, it's the eyes. You're right. The eyes have it. $1,000. He's won 1,000. He's going for 2,000. He's got all his lifelines left. We'll be right back and see how he does in just a moment. Kevin Connors from Hebron, Connecticut. Small town up there in Connecticut. How many people live there?
Just under 8,000.
All right, so now you're also, it goes without saying, a big UConn basketball fan.
Oh, yeah.
And they're having
Yeah.
another good season.
Men and women are doing tremendous.
What a great tradition they built up
Yep.
there. All right, Kevin, you're in great shape here. You've got 3 lifelines left. You're going for $2,000, 10 questions away from winning $1 million. All set?
Let's go.
Let's play. Here it is for $2,000. According to its slogan, what popular mint is curiously strong? Breath savers, Altoids, Junior Mints, Certs.
Curiously strong. Probably should pay more attention to commercials.
Do you use any mints?
Should I?
Yes. Just kidding, Kevin. No, it's up to you. But anyway, curiously strong, I guess, is their slogan. And you've got the 3 lifelines if you need them.
Yep. Just to be on the safe side, Regis, I think I'm going to use a lifeline. Not real positive, so I want to try 50-50.
50-50, sure. Computer, please take away 2 of the wrong answers, leaving Kevin the 1 wrong answer and 1 correct one. Breath savers and Altoids.
I'm going to go with B, Altoids.
Final answer?
Final answer.
You're right. It's Altoids. You won $2,000. All right, we're looking at $4,000 here, and here it comes. In George Orwell's Animal Farm, what kind of animal is Napoleon? A horse, goat, donkey, pig.
Napoleon, I believe, was the pig. I'm going to go with D, pig.
You confident about this? Or is it a guess?
It's reasonably confident.
Reasonably confident. Final answer?
Final answer.
Yeah, it was the pig. You won $4,000. Doing well, 8 questions away from 1 million. You're up to $8,000. Here it is. When James Naismith invented basketball, what receptacles did he use as goals? Were they hanging tires, peach baskets, wine barrels, trash cans?
Well, after that last little discussion, I better get this right. The answer is B, peach baskets.
Peach baskets, final answer?
Final answer.
Sure, that's how it all started. Peach baskets, $8,000. We're going for $16,000 here, Kevin. Take a look. Which of the following people has never been selected by Time Magazine, never been selected by Time Magazine as Man of the Year? Pope John Paul II, Bill Clinton, Bill Gates, Ted Turner.
Never been selected as Man of the Year. Oh boy.
Phone somebody? We can poll the audience if you're hung up.
I think I better phone a friend.
All right, fine. Who would you like to call?
I'd like to call Tom.
Tom is our man. AT&T will get him on the line. We'll see if he can help.
Hello?
Hello, Tom.
Yes.
Hi, Regis Philbin here from ABC's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Hi, Regis.
I'm here with your friend Kevin.
Yes.
He needs a little help right now. He's won $8,000. He's going for $16,000. And when he gets on the line, he will read you a question and 4 possible answers. One of them is the correct answer, okay?
Okay.
All right, the next voice you hear will be Kevin's. Kevin, you have 30 seconds. Starts right now.
Tom, which of the following people has never been selected by Time Magazine as Man of the Year? Pope John Paul II, Bill Clinton, Bill Gates, or Ted Turner?
Ooh. I'm not sure. I'm going to say Bill Clinton.
Confident?
Not really.
Okay, thanks, Tom.
The time he said, ugh.
Yeah.
Still could poll the audience.
There's an obvious answer that seems to stick out, but I think Tom's right. I think it's Bill Clinton. I'm going to go with B.
Okay, all right. Final answer.
Final answer.
Tom is wrong. It's Bill Gates. Bill Gates has never been Time Magazine's Man of the Year. But you've been a great contestant, Kevin. Come back and see us, huh? Okay?
Thanks, Regis.
Thanks
I will.
very much.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Oh, dear. Well, we've got some risk takers tonight, leaving here with lifelines on the table, but sometimes you've got to take a risk to win a lot of money. However, we wish Kevin and the Connecticut Huskies the very best. Incidentally, Bill Clinton was Time Magazine's Man of the Year in 1993. But we've still got 9 contestants ready to go, so here's the next fastest finger question. Here it comes. Put these South American cities in geographical order, starting with the northernmost. Montevideo, Georgetown, Rio de Janeiro, Lima. Okay, everybody all set here? Here we go. Let's see the answer in the correct order, starting in the north. Georgetown, Lima, Rio de Janeiro, Montevideo. That's the correct order. Let's see who got it right. And in the fastest time, Dave Hope. There you go, Dave. Congratulations. Way to go. You all set? Yeah. All right. We're going to go to a break. We'll be right back in a minute. See how Dave can do. All right, we continue now with Dave Folk from Toledo, Ohio, 25 years old. He's single, works in the retail business. What business is that?
It's a CD, book, magazine. It's like a pop culture heaven, is pretty much what it is.
Well, that's good. That's great. That's great background for our show, I'll tell you
Yes.
that. And got a friend up there in the audience, Mike. Mike goes to Kent State. Hi, Mike.
Hi.
Nice to have you here. And you have seen every one of our Millionaire shows.
Except for last night.
What happened last night?
Well, a lot of things happened last night. We were doing the New York thing. We went and had dinner, and we walked to Times Square where I tripped and fell on my face.
And what happened? Picked yourself up?
Picked myself up. People kind of walked by and was like, okay, whatever.
Nobody rushed to your rescue, huh?
No.
Well, usually they do. All right, Dave, well, we're glad you recovered. You're here, you're in the hot seat, you're all ready to go. You know about our rules, you know about your lifelines. 50-50, ask the audience, and finally you can phone a friend. So if you are ready, Mr. Fold, let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Here we go. For $100, in a public service campaign that began in the 80s, to what were children told to just say no? Television, drugs, calories, Duran Duran.
Well, the answer would be B, drugs.
You're right, it was drugs. You won $100. $200 coming up. What punctuation mark is also a part of the human body? Comma, exclamation point, colon, double quote.
The answer would be C, colon.
Hey, you're right. You won $200, Dave. $300. Take a look. Boxing legend Muhammad Ali claimed he could float like a what? Swan, raft, ping pong ball, butterfly.
D, butterfly.
Final?
Final.
Final answer is butterfly. It's the right one. You won $300. We're going for $500 right now. In the 1960s, it was fashionable to put what coin in the front of your loafers? Was it a penny, a nickel, dime, quarter?
Well, they didn't call them penny loafers for nothing, so I'll go A, penny.
That's exactly what it was. You're absolutely right, penny loafers. He's going for $1,000. The Grand Ole Opry is located in what state? Georgia, Tennessee, Texas, Kentucky.
B, Tennessee.
It's the right one. You picked it, Tennessee. Woo. Doing well, Dave. You're going for $2,000. Here it is. What weight loss franchise features Monica Lewinsky as successful member and pitch person? Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig, Lean Cuisine, Nutrisystem.
Well, I haven't seen any of the ads, but I've heard a lot about them. So I'll go B, Jenny Craig.
Jenny Craig. Final answer?
Final answer.
Yeah, she's with Jenny Craig. You won $2,000. How you feeling? Pretty good?
Pretty good.
Yeah, okay. Here you go for $4,000. What was the profession of American patriot Paul Revere? Tailor, horse trainer, silversmith, journalist.
You know, I'm not real sure, so I'm going to use a lifeline. I'd like to ask the audience.
Want to ask the audience. Audience, Dave needs a little help here. On your keypads using A, B, C, or D, please vote now. All right, Silversmith has got the majority vote here, 72%.
Well, the audience is almost always right. So I'm going to trust him on this one.
You're going to go with it.
I'm going to go C, Silversmith.
Final answer.
Final answer.
He says Silversmith. They say, you're right, it's Silversmith. He won $4,000. Okay, we're looking at $8,000 here, Dave. How many squares are there in a standard chessboard? 16, 32, 64, 80.
Well, the chessboard is in a square. The ones that I've always known, they go 8 pieces across for 8 different rows. And I've always been taught that that's 64, so it's C, 64.
Final?
Final.
Final answer is 64. It's a good one. You got 2 lifelines left. You're 7 questions away from the million. We're going for 16,000. Should you miss in here, you're reduced to 1,000.
Right.
But take a look at this. Which of the following U.S. states does not border Texas? Louisiana, Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas.
Okay. I'm picturing the map in my mind. And I know that Louisiana does. And Arkansas is above Louisiana, and that does. And I know Oklahoma does, so the answer is B, Kansas.
Kansas does not border
Yes.
Texas. Final answer?
Final answer, Regis.
You're right, it doesn't border Texas. You won $16,000. Very good. We're going for $32,000 here. 6 questions away from $1 million. 2 lifelines left. Come on back and see how we do. Okay, so what we have here, you know what? We've got a genuine movie script right here. First night in New York City, you fall down right on your face, pick yourself up, and on the second night, you win $1 million. Huh? Wouldn't that be
That's
great?
the hope. That's the hope.
Incidentally, who would you like to play you in a movie?
Well, since he's an all-American actor, I'd probably say Matt Damon should play the role of me in my own life story.
Matt Damon.
Yeah. Maybe he's watching.
You know, I see Brad Pitt. I don't know. All right, Dave, good luck to you. Here's where you stand. You've won $16,000. Should you miss it here, you'll be reduced by $15,000 to $1,000. Okay. But you're going for $32,000 right now, and you're just 6 questions away from $1 million. So if you're ready, come on, let's play. Let's go. Which film explored the life of pianist David Helfgott? The Entertainer, Immortal Beloved, The Piano, Shine.
I know which two they aren't. I haven't seen any of these movies. But I have a good idea. And my gut is definitely pointing me in a certain direction.
You know, you've got 2 lifelines left. Take away 2 of the wrong answers and call anybody you want.
Yeah, I'd like to use the 50-50, please.
Okay, fine, sure, 50-50. Computer, please take away 2 of the wrong answers, leaving just 1 wrong answer and the correct one, please. Immortal, Beloved, and Shine.
Well, the one that I thought was Is There. I'm going to say D, Shine.
Final answer?
Final answer.
You got it, it was Shine. $32,000. Dave Fote. Dave Fote, the film continues.
Oh my God.
You've won 32,000. 5 now away from 1 million. We're going for 64, and you still can phone a friend. All right, take a look at this one for $64,000. Which president's image currently appears on the Purple Heart Military Award? George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, John F. Kennedy, Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
I don't have any idea, but I know I have nothing to lose. But
Nothing to lose here.
But I know I can't go anywhere if I don't get it right. I'm trying to think of who might know this. Yeah, I'd like to use my phone a friend lifeline, please.
Okay, who would you like to call, Dave?
I'd like to call Steve.
Steve, and who is he?
He's my best friend. I've known him since I was 4.
All right, but back in Toledo?
Yeah.
All right, fine. We'll get Steve on the line. AT&T will find him, put him on the line, see if he can help.
Hello?
Hello, Steve.
Yes.
Hi, Regis Philbin here from ABC's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Hello?
I'm here with Dave. We're at a very tense moment in our show. He needs a little help.
Okay.
He's won 32,000. He's going for 64,000. And when he gets on the line, he will read the question and 4 possible answers. One of them is the right answer. So the next voice you will hear will be Dave. Dave, you've got 30 seconds, and they start right now.
Steve, which president's image currently appears on the Purple Heart Military Award? Is it A, George Washington, B, Abraham Lincoln, C, John F. Kennedy, or D, Franklin Roosevelt?
Roosevelt.
Are you certain?
No.
No.
No, I am not certain.
How certain?
I would say 60% certainty.
60%.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Good
Thank
luck.
you. Thank you.
By the way he answered that, I thought it would be more than 60.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
But 60
you
is
know,
a good number.
Yeah. And if I miss it, I don't lose any money. So I'm going to trust him. I'm going to say D, Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Going to be your final answer here.
Final answer.
Sorry to tell you this, Steve was wrong. It was George Washington.
That's all right.
But you've won $32,000, Dave. Not bad, huh?
Not bad.
There you are, my friend. Thank you very much, Steve. And good luck. You walk out the back door. Thank you. Well, look at it this way. We really are saving a lot of ABC money tonight, and I hate saving ABC's money. But we still got 8 more contestants who are here and are ready to play the next fastest finger question. And here we go. Put these television network channels in order of when they debuted, starting with the earliest. Fox, PBS, MTV, TNT. Okay, everybody's ready here. Let's see the answer in the correct order, starting with the earliest. PBS, MTV, Fox, TNT. There it is, the correct order. Let's see who got it right, and in the fastest time, Sean Farrelly. Sean Farrelly. There you go. Congratulations. You ready to go now? Ready to win $1 million? We'll be right back in a moment. Sean Farrelly. All right, Sean Farrelly is in our hot seat right now from San Francisco, formerly, though, from New York City, actually a Bronx boy. That's right. Went to one of my old high school's arch rival, Cardinal Spellman.
That's right, Reed.
Nice to have you here. How do you like it out there in San Francisco?
It's good living out there.
And what do you do?
Beautiful city. I'm a substitute teacher.
Uh-huh. High school?
I teach everything, middle school, primary school, high school.
All right, good for you. You've got a pal here from NYU, Jeff. Nice to have you here. Not only Jeff, but also 4 family members.
Yep.
Who all is here?
My brother, Brian, my sister, Megan, and my mom and dad.
And your dad just retired, I hear.
Yeah, yesterday.
From what?
He worked on Wall Street.
Wall Street. What is he going to do now?
Well, now he wants to act.
He wants to be an actor?
He wants to be an actor. He's been in a couple commercials and a lot of off-Broadway plays.
No kidding.
He's got talent.
He's a nice-looking guy. All right, Sean, are you all ready to go here?
I'm ready to go.
You know about the rules, Sean. You know about your lifelines. There's 50-50, Sean. There's Ask the Audience. There's Phone a Friend. So, Sean, if you're ready, let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? For $100, on the internet, what is the most common term for an online interactive discussion group? Would it be Argument Alley, Chat Room, Cyber Set, Inter-Exchange?
Reed, I'll have to say B, chat room.
Yeah, it's called the Chat Room. You're right, for $100. For $200, what is the name for the 2 sticks traditionally used as eating utensils in Asia? Bang Bang sticks, chop suey sticks, chopsticks, wonton sticks.
Well, Reed, I taught English for 2 years in Japan, and I think I was using chopsticks.
You're right. It's chopsticks. You won $200. We're going for $300 right now. On what date do Americans traditionally celebrate April Fool's Day? April 1st, April 10th, April 15th, April 31st.
Well, this is a really dangerous day for a substitute teacher, April Fool's Day, because students already like to take advantage of me, but on April 1st, they go all out. So it's A, April 1st.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's April 1st. We're going for $500 with Sean. And what is the English language equivalent of the French word monsieur? Is it cheese, mister, woman, flower?
Oui, monsieur. That's B, mister.
You're right again, $500. You're doing good here. Here it comes now for $1,000. Currently, what is the maximum number of times a person can be elected president of the United States? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4?
That would be 2, B.
Final?
Final answer.
He says 2. He's right again for $1,000. Well, that sound means we are out of time for tonight. But Mr. Farrelly will be back here tomorrow night. And joining him will be 10 new contestants from all over the country. And they are Lawrence Kaplan, Aaron McNabb, Lynn Hammerlin, John Foss, David Renicky, Mike Huggins, Jamie Flowers, Tim Shields, Jack Julia, and Ed Holden. Telephone qualification is now open for our special episode of Who Wants to Be a Super Bowl Millionaire, which is going to air the night before the Super Bowl. All questions in the playoff game and on the show will be about professional football. To qualify to become a contestant for this special or any other episode, Pick up a touch-tone phone between the hours of 6 p.m. and 2 a.m. Eastern Time and dial 1-800-433-8321. There's a limit of one call per contest day. And the phone lines close at 2 a.m. Eastern Time on January 16th. We'll see you back here tomorrow night. At what time?
9, 8 Central.
Attaboy. Stay tuned now for 2020 Downtown here on ABC. From New York, everybody. Good night.